Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim and today I'm going to be doing a review of Alien Clay by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I read this on the Kindle. It was an ARC that was provided by NetGalley in exchange for an honest review. I gave this 4 stars, so I really enjoyed it. I have a few things to pick apart that I did not super enjoy, but mostly it was a really nice ride. The premise of this book is that there's this scientist from Earth that's shipped into a spaceship basically, and he's going to a prison planet. Like, he's a convict, and he's condemned to work the rest of his life on an alien planet. That's what the first scene in the book is, when they just dry people up in the ship. Like, they desiccate them and then they rehydrate them when they arrive, and it's very brutal, and they don't really care about the well-being of the people. Like, for them it's just convicts, so they're not treated very well, and then they're launched on the planet very roughly. We don't know why he's been convicted, but he does let us know quite early. On Earth, the main government, the actual government of the Earth, is not autocracy. It's called the mandate, and this mandate it reminded me a bit of 1984 Big Brother. Everyone is watching everyone else, everyone is telling on everyone else, and you have to walk a very fine line between the mandate's orthodoxy and between the science, because he's a scientist, very well known one, renowned one, and he has to do his science, but it has to fit in with what the mandate tells him it has to fit in with. So he's not very happy about that. Most scientists are very curious people, and they want to find the real answers and to provide those answers to everyone else, but that's not allowed in this world. So Earth is just governed that way, and anyone who strays is shipped off or killed. And the planet he is sent to is called a kiln, and it's literally because there's some clay ruins that have been found in the jungle there. That's what really intrigued me at first. I really wanted to know, like, is there a civilization that built on an alien planet? Is he gonna go and find the jungle and discover everything? So at first I thought it was gonna be more of a Indiana Jones in space, and I was really into that idea, and that's not really what I got. So at first I was a bit I was a bit moody about it. I wanted my big adventure. But it was way more about the politics at first. So the politics of Earth is very prevalent. Like, you still feel it's very present, even if they're really far away. But on this planet, the people ruling the camp are totally into the mandate. So at first I was just like, I wasn't really wanting to read a dystopian novel about politics, but it was alright. Like, and then the characters are a bit bland, I would say. Like, they're a bit they're not very sympathetic. Like, our main character is Artem Dadev, and I did not enjoy him. He was a bit know-it-all. Like, he was always saying he was a great scientist, but you never really had any proof that he was that smart, to me. But I would say at the halfway point that started to change. I enjoyed the last half of this book way more. So that's all about the interaction. Like, he goes to that camp to work, and initially, well, he's a scientist. So they're having him study the planet, but very, like, study. They have a result in mind, so they want everything to fit that result. So anything that doesn't fit the theory that they have, it's just discarded. You don't even talk about it. And if you want to invent something that fits their theory, yeah, fine. So that's not very great for a good scientist. I enjoyed the description of the planet. It reminded me a bit of The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells. A bit uncanny, but way more alien, I would say. It's a jungle, sort of. The creatures are extremely strange. There's a bit of body horror, I would say, to that as well. Like everything is a bit disgusting, and it's a big symbiote. Basically, like it's just everything is related to everything else, but you don't really understand anything about that world until the end. So I'm not gonna go into that, of course. That would be spoilery. But that's the setting, and the people who are well treated are the scientists on that planet, like the convicts. Everyone is treated crappily, but the scientists have it better. The people who are doing the labor work, like the actual leg work on the planet, have the most terrible and dangerous job. So I would say like the melding of the politics and also the alien side, sci-fi side, was not perfect. I did not feel for the characters that much. So that's the part I didn't enjoy a lot of. But the actual story and the ending is amazing. At the end, I was very confused, which I enjoy. I just didn't know what exactly just happened. I understood intellectually, but was I led into rooting for something I shouldn't have? Was it an unreliable narrator or not? I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. So that's really enjoyable. So yeah, I would definitely if you're a fan of Adrian Tchaikovsky, obviously you probably read this. I might not suggest. I don't think that's the best place to start with him. I think you probably should start with one of his better known series, but I haven't read them, so what do I know? But I feel like maybe it would be better to start with something else. Other than that, yeah, it was really enjoyable. It's not very long, so it doesn't take long to read. And if you enjoy like body horror, if you enjoy philosophical musings, if you enjoy science, well, it's not real science, but sci-fi science, yeah, and weird creatures, yeah, that was interesting. And I would say like also one thing I did not super enjoy is like the author uses like, oh, I met this guy, I don't know him, but you'll soon see why. He's very important because you'll see later. I'm like, don't tell me, show me. I don't like hints like that. Like, say, oh yeah, that guy is gonna be important later. Why? Like, just do the events later. I want to know by experiencing, not by being told the guy is important. So that was happening a lot at the beginning of the book. So that was annoying. But yeah, about the halfway point, I was all in. So if you, science, politics, yeah, so if you enjoy like Dr. Moreau, if you enjoy body horror, if you enjoy 1984, I would say you will enjoy this book. So that's all I had to say about this one. And let me know if you've read it, what you thought about it, if you saw something that I did not, because I'm still struggling with the end. I might have to reread it. So see you next time.